Entropy is divergent, syntropy is convergent. Entropy has brought the physical world, our universe, to expand towards the infinitely big, while syntropy brings life, the feeling of existing, to converge towards the infinitely small. Entropy disperses energy and destroys every structure and form of organization, bringing life to death, while syntropy tends to life, concentrating energy and building structures and forms of organization. We live in an expanding universe that is governed by the law of entropy and by the law of cause and effect. For this reason, life that is syntropic is constantly fighting entropy that tends to destroy it. Szent-Gyorgyi, discoverer of vitamin C, and many other scientists working in the field of life sciences wonder how it is possible to explain the qualities of organization and order of living systems, starting from the entropic laws of the macrocosm. This is one of the paradoxes of modern biology. The properties of living systems are incompatible with the law of entropy. Syntropy is available in the microcosm, in the quantum level of matter. Atoms vibrate constantly between entropy, expansive phases, and syntropic, cohesive phases. The properties of syntropy are available during the cohesive phase, but how can we draw them and bring them to the macrocosm in which we live? In 1925, Pauli discovered that in water molecules the hydrogen atom occupies an intermediate position between the quantum level and the macrocosm level, thus creating a bridge between the two levels. Pauli called this bridge hydrogen bond or hydrogen bridge. The hydrogen bridge allows syntropy to flow from the quantum to the macro level. The theory of vital needs stems from the contrast between syntropy and entropy. For example, life needs water to acquire syntropy from the quantum world. Life needs energy and matter to counteract the dissipative and destructive effects of entropy. Life needs a shelter, a home, where to protect from the effects of entropy. These are the well-known material needs. When they are not satisfied, we feel pain in the form of thirst, hunger, cold. Material needs are visible, but there are also immaterial, invisible needs that most people are not aware of. For example, our ego, our consciousness, tends to be extremely small and localized, while the physical world, the universe around us, tends towards infinity. When we compare ourselves to the outside world, we realize that we're small and insignificant, that we're nothing, zero. This identity conflict between being and not being has been masterly described by Shakespeare in the Hamlet. Being nothing, being significant, is unsustainable, and it is accompanied by depression and the tendency towards suicide. It is therefore fundamental and vital to succeed in giving meaning to our existence. The strategy which is commonly used to try to solve the identity conflict, is to increase our ego. For example, we can try to increase our ego through wealth, power, popularity, envy, and judgment of others. This can give a momentary relief to our depression, but it does not solve the identity conflict, because any value we put at the numerator when it is compared to the infinity of the universe results in zero. We can be extremely rich, powerful, and popular, but we always feel meaningless and depressed. Depression keeps warning us that we have not been able to give a meaning to our existence. Another fairly common strategy is to reduce the denominator. Instead of comparing ourselves to the universe that tends to be infinite, we confront ourselves with a smaller and well-defined reality. Outside of this reality, there is nothing for us. This mechanism leads people to close in sex, in political, religious groups, and groups of any other kind. Our identity conflict fades as long as there is nothing outside this limited reality, and as long as we feel totally accepted by it. We are willing to do anything, even the most senseless and insane actions, just to be accepted. This is frequently observed in sex, in youth gangs, but also in national realities, as was National Socialism, Nazism in Germany. Another strategy is to isolate ourselves from the outside world, duplicating our ego as a term of comparison. This mechanism is common in psychiatric illnesses such as psychosis and schizophrenia. Hallucinations make the person feel important, providing meaning, but the person must consider them real. The schizophrenic recognizes the hallucinations of others, but not his own that he considers real. A very simple mathematics shows that in order to solve the identity conflict and provide meaning to our life, it is necessary to unite ourselves to the universe. The I represents syntropy, while the universe represents entropy. The identity conflict is solved only when we move from the duality entropy-syntropy to non-duality. That is, when we unite entropy and syntropy, the two inseparable aspects of reality. Experiments on pre-stimuli reactions show that the neurovegetative system is responsible for the acquisition of syntropy and for supporting the body's vital functions. Since syntropy is converging energy, when we receive it, we feel heat in the thorax area of the neurovegetative system, associated with well-being due to a good functioning of the vital processes. This is generally referred to as love. On the contrary, when the inflow of syntropy occurs, we feel empty and pain in the thorax area associated with feelings of death due to the lack of syntropy for our vital processes. This is generally referred as anxiety and anguish. These inner sensations can be used as a compass. When we feel warmth and well-being, it means that we are going in the right direction. When instead we feel emptiness and inner pain, it means that we are going in the wrong direction. In moments of important decisions, it is better to follow these visceral signals rather than the head. Further information is available at syntropia.it.